MrYorkieLoverFitness.com. Ladies and gentlemen, the first man to build 21-inch biceps, drug-free.
My friends, you know, you look at life as so much experience that I have and so much understanding that I have about bodybuilding because of the years of experience. It's part of me. I feel it. I can tell when a 12-year-old can tell me what he experienced, and I can tell him the experience because I experienced when I started when I was 10. I can relate to guys from 10 to 80. I can relate to them. And I can tell them. You see, you hear a lot of people saying the old school, the old school. That's the foundation, my friends. The old school is the foundation. Everything needs a foundation. You build from that. You learn from that. And there's no price for experience. It's priceless. And you can't buy it. But you know something, my friends? My tragic accident that severed my right ankle saved my life. Because I was in despair after that. My life was bodybuilding. I was in my early 20s when that happened. I was obsessed with bodybuilding, and I was ready to go to the Mr. Universe, and the publisher of the Muscle magazines, Joe Weider, my mentor, said, "You're going to win, Leroy. You're going to win." And I was, when you get very early, I think I was 2022, I felt the world was mine. So in any case, got in a motorcycle accident, my ankle was severed. I thought it was the end of my life, really, because that's how much I was into bodybuilding. But of course, I got myself together, and I realized that that accident, my friends, saved my life because I would be dead today if I didn't have the accident, because I would have overdosed on the steroids, the drugs they have today. It's destroying bodybuilding. You see these guys looking like they're from another planet. Muscles huge. They use all kinds. They use synthol to pump the muscle to give that round look. I mean, they do. Health has been dismissed when it comes to bodybuilding. We train to get healthier. They train to get freaky. Now, the point is, I'm not a hypocrite and tell you I didn't use steroids because I was moralistic, or I didn't use them because it didn't make sense. I couldn't compete anymore. My arms got bigger after my accident than before because I had to focus on my upper body because I could never train my legs enough to compete. By that reason, there was no sense in me taking the drugs because I couldn't compete. And what other reason you take the drugs but to compete? And so you see, these guys, their bodies come apart because they were never designed. Steroids were never designed to be used as bodybuilders used them. Massive doses. And now they got the designer drugs. And the guys even it fascinates me. I mean it. I love bodybuilding. I can't relate like I used to because it's just like these guys got striated muscles in their ass. Massive, amazing. And I'm not knocking them. They have to work hard for it. I mean, they don't just take steroids, sit down, and read the paper. You got to work hard. But I always say, for what? What are you trying to do? It's visual. What is your point? But this is human nature. And I would have been part of it. Of course, I'd have been dead now because I'd have overdosed because that's how driven I am in anything I do. So the point simply is, I wanted you to know. Now, if you go to my website, LeroyColbert.com, you see the complete story of my accident and the comeback into bodybuilding. And one for bodybuilding, I'd probably went into deep depression. Don't know what I'd done. I'd probably been an alcoholic. It's not in my nature because I don't drink or smoke. But if you go on mental depression when you think there's nothing for you to do, when your love is gone, I don't know. But I knew I still had my arms, I still had my strength, but I didn't have the legs to compete. So I didn't take the drugs. And the guys that took them, my good friends that I'm speaking to now, the guys that took the drugs, all my friends, a group that were after me, though, of course, they all expired. They're dead. Their hearts go, their joints go. What a hell of a price to pay. I would have paid it because I was obsessed. But I wouldn't be talking to you now. And you never know which way the road is going to turn in life. But that accident turned the road for me, and I'm able to give you my experience from the age of 10. And experience and talk and train. I still train. I just couldn't train my legs sufficiently enough to compete. And I know what, as I say, a lot of times guys think it's arrogant, but it's true. There's nothing, another thing we learn about bodybuilding, of not only bodybuilding sports itself, how far you could push the body. When I was training, they were all afraid to death of overtraining and all that kind of stuff. Training was like held back because the people were somehow going to harm you. They've learned that you could go to hell of a heights in athletic sports and in bodybuilding. But I just want to let you know, and I'm so happy that I trained naturally, built the largest arms in the world, the largest biceps in the world, drug-free, the first man to break the 20, at that time 19 was considered sensational, 21 and a quarter inches actually, drug-free. So you see what we can do naturally. And everybody I'm talking to that's not already in the juice, and not hooked on the juice, you can build a tremendous body with the supplements they have today and naturally. And you know what? Your body will stay together, and it will be for health, not for eventual destruction. My friends, I'm here for you, and I want to give you all the information that I want to export to you, and a lot of the questions guys ask me, to be continued.
Wait a minute. Before you click away, I want you to subscribe, like, comment, hell, even dislike if you want to. At least do something before you get out of here.